माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी नित्यलीला प्रवेशजाय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य जशोत्तर श्री श्रीमदाभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की ग्रंथ राशिमद भागवतम की संवेद भक्त वृंद की हिताय गौर ब्रह्मानंदी। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. So this morning we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, Chapter 1, text number 57. Kirtimantam Prathamajam Kamsaya Anakadundubhi Arpayamasa Krishna Sonritat अतिविह्वलः कीर्तिमन्तं प्रथमजं कंसायानकदुन्दुभिः अर्पयामास कृच्छ्रेण सोऽनृतादतिविह्वलः कीर्तिमन्तं प्रथमजं कंसायानकदुन्दुभिः अर्पयामास कृच्छ्रेण सोऽनृतादतिविह्वलः. Please chant. कीर्तिमन्तं प्रथमजं कंसायानकदुन्दुभिः अर्पयामास कृच्छ्रेण सोऽनृतादतिविह्वलः कीर्तिमन्तं प्रथमजं कंसायानकदुन्दुभिः अर्पयामास कृच्छ्रेण सोऽनृतादतिविह्वलः कीर्तिमन्तं प्रथमजं कंसायानकदुन्दुभिः अर्पयामास कृच्छ्रेण सोऽनृतादतिविह्वलः कंसायानकदुन्दुभिः सोऽनृतादतिविह्वलः कीर्तिमन्तं प्रथमजं कंसायानकदुन्दुभिः अर्पयामास कृच्छ्रेण सोऽनृतादतिविह्वलः. माताजी. Anyone else? Okay, let's start. So, what synonyms? Kirtimantam, by the name Kirtiman. Prathamajam, the firstborn baby. Kamsaya, unto Kamsa. Anakadundubhi, Vasudeva. Arpayamasa, delivered. Krichrena, with great pain. Saha, he, Vasudeva. Anditad, from the breaking of the promise, or from fear of being a liar. Ativihvalaha was very much disturbed, being afraid. Translation. Vasudeva was very much disturbed by fear of becoming a liar by breaking his promise. Thus, with great pain, he delivered his firstborn son, named Kirtiman, into the hands of Kamsa. Please repeat. Vasudeva was very much disturbed by fear of becoming a liar by breaking his promise. Thus, with great pain, he delivered his firstborn son, named Kirtiman, into the hands of Kamsa. As the purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki. In the Vedic system, as soon as a child is born, especially a male child, the father calls for learned brahmanas, and according to the description of the child's horoscope, the child is immediately given a name. This ceremony is called Namakarana. There are 10 different sanskaras, a reformatory method adopted in the system of Varnashram Dharma, and the name-giving ceremony is one of them. Although Vasudeva's first son was to be delivered into the hands of Kamsa, the Namakarana ceremony was performed, and thus the child was named Kirtiman. Such names are given immediately after birth. So, Kirtimantam prathamajam kansaya nakadundubhi arpayamasa krishrena sondritat atipipvala. Vasudeva was very much disturbed by fear of becoming a liar, by breaking his promise. Thus, with great pain, he delivered his firstborn son, named Kirtiman, into the hands of Kamsa. Hare Krishna. So, as you know, the historical description going on here. So Vasudeva is known as Mahabhaga. In the previous shlokas, it is recorded. Vasudeva is Mahabhaga because, who knows? Yes, because Krishna is going to appear in his family, in his house. And it is also known in the previously that, and of course, Anakadundubi, the word refers that Anakadundubi, when Vasudeva himself was born, the drums were played in the sky by the demigods, announcing that this child is so great that Lord himself will appear in his house. So therefore he is Mahabhaga. And different contexts you can take. And Parikshit Maharaj calls Sukadeva Goswami also as Mahabhaga. You know why? Aduneya Mahabhaga yathaiva naraka nara. Parikshit Maharaj says, "Oh Mahabhaga, my spiritual master, please now describe something nice that people don't have to go to hell. You know, going to hell is terrible, no? So please describe me something. Tell me something by doing that people don't have to go to hell." Anyway, in the context of Mahabhaga, I'm telling that. So now here, Mahabhaga, Vasudeva is Mahabhaga because he is so great. He is also truthful. He is known to be truthful, like Yudhishthira Maharaj. So therefore he is afraid. Srila Prabhupada in the translation first he says, Vasudeva was very much disturbed by the fear of becoming a liar, because he is a truthful man. He never spoke a lie. So Kirtimantam, the first son was born. The very first son. As we know, there was a sky voice. The sky voice, the radio, told Kamsa that the eighth child of Devaki will kill him. Kamsa was ready to kill Devaki. No Devaki, then no child. So I will be ever living in this world. He thought that way. Demons are like that. They don't want to die. In simple truth, Krishna has given in Bhagavad Gita, Jata se dhruvam mrityu dhruvam janma. Right? One who has taken birth is sure to die. One who is dying is sure to take birth also. The demons don't want to take it. They want to live here forever. So, as he heard he will be killed, so he wanted to kill Devaki immediately. So, there will be no death for him. Poor Kamsa. Somehow he had to die. Krishna had a different plan. So anyway, it was said that eighth child will kill him. So now this is the first child, Kirtimantam. Vasudeva promised to Kamsa, somehow, when he was giving so many reasons, and you cannot kill your sister, It's such an auspicious occasion of her own marriage, not only your sister, cousin sister, but also it's her festive occasion that she is getting married today. Of course, she's also a woman, so you're not supposed to kill her anyway. But if you do, then your fame will be ruined. Slaganiya gunasaure bhavan bhoja yasaskara. The Vasudeva is praising him. You're so great among the Bhojas in the Bhoj dynasty. But if you kill a woman, your fame will be ruined. Everyone will ridicule you. What a ruler! He just killed a woman. That's not good for you. So anyway, he was still holding the hair of Devaki, and in the left hand he has Devaki's hair, and the right hand he has sword. Terrible situation. Vasudeva then figured out in his mind, he's not going to listen to me in any of this logic, any of this trick. I have to do something. I have to make some sacrifice here. So he said, anyway, who knows? Even there will be Sutami yadi Jairan, they may be sons, who knows, maybe daughters. If the daughter will be born, then daughter cannot kill a demon. That's not possible. Sutami yadi Jairan, he says, if ever I will have children from Devaki, or sons, then I will give it to you. What about that? Good deal, huh? I'll give it to you. I'll give all of them to you. And then he said, well, you don't have to be afraid of Devaki. Why you want to kill her? You don't have to be. I mean, your death will be in the hands of eighth child. So, the children of Devaki, whoever you are afraid of, I will give to you. Let her go. So then Kamsa was specified, okay, Vasudeva is truthful, therefore I trust him. So now, in due course of time, in an auspicious day, the first baby was born, Kirtimantam, that's his name, Kirtiman. So Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, in the Vedic system, as soon as the child is born, especially the male child, daughters also, the father calls the learned Brahmanas. And if you know, I can remember many incidents from Bhagavatam when child was born and Brahmins were invited. Yeah? Tambatum vamanam drishtva modamana maharshaya karmani karaya masur Puraskritya Prajapatim. In the 8th canto, when Vamandev was up here, and all the great rishis became so joyful. Such a wonderful child. Because Krishna appeared first in front of mother as Narayana Rupa. And then after that he became a little dwarf baby. So everyone became so happy, and immediately they didn't even wait. There's a description that 10 days at least you have to wait, because it is called ashaucha, impurity period. So after 10 days, you can do name-giving sanskara. Child has to be given name, right? Without name, how you will know who is he? In the modernized India, the people call their children Pinku, Tinku, or Dablu, Bablu, whatever they are, But when the name is given, then it's nice for everyone, especially when name is given in connection to Krishna or Radharani, or Radhika, Indulekha, Lalita, if it's daughter. And the male child, then you have Krishna, Krishnadas, and Govinda, Madhusudana, whatever, it's like thousands names Krishna has. You can open Vishnu Sahasranam and whatever fits. You can give another name, So by the name, that's the name. The child is born without name. So you had to have some qualified personality. In the case of Parikshit Maharaj was born. He called Kripacharya and Dhaumya Rishi, Yudhishthira Maharaj. And according to the calculation, the child was born at that time, what nakshatra and what the planets were, and the name was given Vishnurata. Vishnurata, right? Parikshit's name was Vishnurata. And of course, when he was born, he would always look around. Where is that personality who was protecting me inside the womb? And anybody came to pick him up, he just became, unhappy, sad. This is not him. This is not him. This is not him. He was always looking around. Where is he? Parikshita. Parikshita. He was always looking around. Where is that person who protected me from death? Therefore, his name became Parikshit. Here, Vasudeva is, he is not at home. He's in the jail. He's in, what is it called? Behind the bar. So he cannot call anyone at this time to do, jata karma or name-giving sanskar. So Acharya is right in the commentary. Vasudeva himself did it. Of course, he was Vidwan. He was scholarly also. So he could do. In our Satkriya Sardipika, in our Vaishnava purificatory, what's it called? Sanskara book. It always says the father should do this, father should do this. It doesn't describe the priest. You have to call a priest and do it. Right? There is no name, there is no mention of priest. But because not every father is qualified to do those things, then the priests are available to do things. And if you look at all the ceremonies, father should do this, he should wake up, he should do this, and he should worship Narayana, worship this, and Vaishnavas and all that. And even in the marriage, now the husband should do this, husband should do this, and then husband should say this. It doesn't say the priest should do this or that. There is no name, there is no mention of priest. Priest is totally eliminated. No job for priest, actually. If every father knows what to do, how to do the sanskaras, then no need of priest. But because fathers are not qualified to do, therefore priests are trained in certain places. And sometimes you will find untrained priests also. They will do the job without mantras. So because they don't have training of the chanting the mantras. So to be priest is fine, but you have to have a training. How to chant the mantra, what mantras to chant in what case, what mantras to be chanted for this yagya and what mantras to be chanted for that yagya. That one has to have training, and it takes time, and people don't want to spend time learning all that. So, however, it goes on. So Vasudeva himself did it. He knew how to do it, so he named finally the child was Kirtiman, and he named it this way that Kirtiman, Kirtiman, just like Bhaktiman. Bhaktiman means one who possesses bhakti, and Kirtiman means one who possesses kirti, that's fame. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Ramananda Roy, Kirtigana madhya jivir kona bada kirti, Krishna bhakta baliya jahar hoye khyati. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, among those fames, the kirtis, what is the best kirti? The fame. Ramananda Roy answered the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's question. He said, one who is famous being Krishna devotee. One who is famous, one who becomes famous as a devotee of Krishna, that is the best kirti. That is the best fame in the world. So he named his son Kirtiman because he sees the whole future now. Because it is mentioned that Krishna will appear, the Bhagavan Swayam Bhagavan will appear as the eighth child of Vasudeva. So this child is going to sacrifice for that cause. This child, I don't want that this child be killed, but it just so happens this child I'll have to give to Kamsa because I'm bound with my promise, and Kamsa will kill him. But this child is so great that he makes Krishna to come. He makes Krishna's appearance. Therefore, Kirtiman, this child is Kirtiman. And also, Vasudeva feels great pain because this is the first child now born in a home. Vasudeva has many wives. If you heard 9th canto, Vasudeva had 16 wives. Pauravi, Rohini, Bhadra, Devaki, something like that. The 16 names are counted in 9th canto. Madhira, Ila, and so on. So Devaki was the last one. So there is a hope that because the radio from the sky told that Devaki will have 8th child and 8th child to Kamsa. So there is a hope now. Now we'll have children. We'll have children. But unfortunately, I have to deliver this to Kamsa. Kamsa is discussed as Mrityu, death himself, death personified. Actually, there are some adjectives for Kamsa. First, in this very chapter, Kamsa is called Khala. Khala means envious. Papa, sinful, personified. And Kula Pamsana. Kula Pamsana, Kulam Pamsatiri, Kula Pamsana, he, even in his own family, he didn't leave anyone alive, you can say. I mean, he did all kinds of sin. He ruined the name of his dynasty. Therefore, he is Kula Pamsana. And Jugupsita Karma, he never hesitated to do anything that he's not supposed to be doing. So Jugupsita Karma is so many, and Nrisamsa, he is so cruel. He is ready to kill even his sister. And Nirapatrava, he is no shameless guy, you know. So such a guy, you know, Kamsa. So if I give my child to Kamsa, he's not going to let him go. He will kill him. But his first baby, it's just a newborn baby, didn't even have a time to kiss him. My goodness, I had to take him to this death. Hare Krishna. So therefore he was feeling so pain. He feels so much pain. How much think about Devaki? How much he is feeling? Just given birth to a child. Probably she didn't even see the face of this child. But she has to go. Kamsaya naka dundubi, Kamsaya. He has to give it to him. Arpayamasa, he went. It's not he's simply planning to do it. He already went and given. Arpayamasa. He offered it in the hands of Kamsa. Krishna with great pain. My little baby. I wish I could embrace you. Okay, fortunately, you will hear that the first baby was given to Kamsa. Kamsa said, "Oh, I'm not afraid of this little baby. Who's going to kill me? Take it back." He's going to say that. He said, "Take it back. This little baby. Why I should be afraid of him?" So Vasudeva happily comes back. We will hear that. But still he cannot trust. This is a demon. Anytime he can change his mood. You know? Kshane rushta, kshane tushta, rushta, pushta, kshane, kshane. Any moment he can change his mood. But right now he said, "Go, take her home." But any moment he may call me back. So and then in this way, the first son and second son goes on. You know, there are names are given. The first baby was named Kirtiman. Second was Sushen. third was Bhadrasen, fourth was Riju, fifth was Sammardan, and sixth was Bhadra. And then seventh is Sankarshan, who was not to be touched like a demon, like Kamsa, so he was transferred in the womb of Rohini. So these were we also discussed this in the last class. These were the Sadgarvas known as the son of Marichi. At that time, their name was Smara, Udgita, Parishwanga, Patanga, Kshudravrit, Ghrini, and these are the six. No more than that. These are six. So we know how they happened. Lord Brahma was attracted to his own daughter, Saraswati, and then these children of Marichi, they laughed at him. So they were cursed to be born in demoniac family. And there again, Hiranyakashipu cursed them to be born as the son of Devaki, and their own son will be born as Kamsa, and this Kamsa will kill them, his own son. So finally, what happens by this? They are doing great service to Krishna. So they are sacrificing their lives so Krishna will come quickly. That was a question in my mind in last time. Why the demigods has to announce in the sky that the eighth child of Devaki will kill Kamsa? Why? Because they wanted. Because Kamsa was being so friendly and so affectionate to Devaki, and if it goes on, there will be no cruelty, and Krishna will not come so soon. So to bring Krishna so fast, they announce and clearly make Kamsa known that Devaki's son will kill him. Therefore, all this commotion going on. And then finally now these six sons, they have been cursed life after life. Now finally they will be delivered from their curse. That will happen much later. You have to be here for a few more years to know that. It will be described in 10th canto, 84th chapter. So now 6 sons were given to Kamsa, as we will know in the future. And then sometimes this question will arise. People will say that Vasudeva promised that all these children that will be born from Devaki, he promised that he will offer to Kamsa. So then why then Lord Krishna appeared and he took him away? He took him away. So he was not untruthful? Was he not untruthful? What do you say? He was untruthful. He didn't give all the children to Kamsa. What is your answer? Yes, Prabhu. Can hear you. Okay, thank you for that. The higher authorities. Okay, so if you look at the commentary and this Sanatana Goswami, the Vaishnava Toshani commentary explains that Vasudeva has told clearly, and he spoke in Sanskrit, he spoke in Sanskrit, Putran samarpayisesya yataste bhayamuttitam, that's what the promise he made. And then Sanatana Goswami says, there is a hidden there. If you know grammar in Sanskrit, the a is hidden. So therefore he says, Yataste abhayam uttitam. Vasudeva told Kamsa that the children which you know have fear, I will give it to you. But the child, eighth child, you are afraid of, I will not give it to you. Yataste abhayam uttitam. From these children, the 6, there was no fear. They would kill him. But Vasudeva gave to him. That's what he promised. Because the eye is hidden there. Abhayam. So, from that only child, 8th child you are afraid of, I'm not going to give. So that's why Vasudeva is truthful because he did what he said. It's up to Kamsa what he understood. He was not a Sanskrit scholar, so he did not understood, or he just kind of mesmerized. So, it's not my fault. It's not Vasudeva's fault. Kamsa did not understand clearly. He should have gone to Gurukul. Better learn Sanskrit, you know. So Vasudeva was truthful, even though he ran away with the last child. Krishna is not last child, of course. After Krishna was born, Subhadra was born also. We learned yesterday, right? So Vasudeva ran away, but he was truthful still. Here he is afraid that, I will be liar if I don't get this child to Kamsa. But at that time, I'm fine. I'm going. I'm going, and of course Krishna said, you take me from here to Gokul, and then bring the girl child from there. So that's what Vasudeva followed, the instruction of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hari Bol. So Srila Prabhupada says here in purport, first line, that as soon as baby is born, the name-giving sanskar should be done. Now I want to ask you a question. What is the... Srila Prabhupada explains here, emphasizes in many places, these sanskaras need to be done like this and like that. And the very first sanskar, even before the child is born, there are few more sanskaras need to be done, such as Garbhadhan sanskara. Garbhadhan sanskara will determine a child what type it will be. You cannot decide later on. You have to decide before, So now, child is born, name-giving sanskara should be done. I mean, you can name anyway, we already know so many names. So, child is born, you can name, but why you have to do all this propaganda? And you have to call Brahman, you have to call the astrologer, you have to have devotees coming doing kirtan, and then make a big festive occasion. And so, why you have to do that? What is the benefit of doing Namakarana sanskar? Who has answered? Anyone? What is the benefit of doing name-giving sanskar? Anyone please just say something. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. You invite Vaishnavas, then Vaishnava will bless the child, and the child will flourish with that Vaishnava's blessings. I have answer to that is, well, the name should be given to the what's called with the authorized way. So this is what our Satkriya Sardipika tells us to do. Satkriya Sardipika is made for Gaudiya Vaishnava, right? We are not following any other sanskar paddhati from Karmakandi, from outside. Gopal Bhatta Goswami, whose appearance day was yesterday, he took such a great trouble to compile this Satkriya Sardipika for Vaishnava, for especially, not for brahmacharis. This is for the grihasthas. So they are supposed to follow his guidelines. So he says, when the child is born, on 10th day, if it's all normal. If there is any emergency, then you can short the time or longer the period. Lord Krishna was named after quite many months. You can do in 10th day, you can do in 12th day, or in 1 month, or 6 months, or 1 year, or even whatever. But how you call that child who is not named? You must call him, right? You must call him something. So there was some statement I read, I don't remember where was it. It says, Yatha Guru Shikshaya Dikshaya Bhagavad Sambandham Stapayati Tathaiva Purohita Sunamakaranena Anyesham Bhagyam Janayati. So it says that just as spiritual master gives you, who you already have a name, but he gives you another name, and by giving you initiation, establishes the relationship with God, with Krishna. Krishna and you, relationship. So similarly, the home priest, the priest who does these ceremonies, what he does, he creates the Sukriti for everyone. By Sunama Karanena, the giving good name to a child, giving a nice auspicious name to a child, he creates a Sukriti for everyone else. Because we are going to call that child something, Krishna or Gopal or Madhusudan, whatever name you give, Just like Ajamil. He had so many other sons before that last one, right? And then the last one was named by other sadhus have suggested him that you name this child Narayan, because he was so sinful, he was so immersed in the sin that he would not really think of Narayan otherwise. But his child is named Narayan, and he would keep calling him, Narayan, 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 come, eat with me. Narayan, come, let's go. Walk. Narayan, come, and go for fun, So, like that, he'll call. Similarly, we will also call our children with that name. So, therefore, name is given. It creates our Sukriti, If that is a good name. If we name child like Ravana or Kumbhakarna, does it create any Sukriti? Or Kamsa? Or Hiranyakashipu? Does it create any Sukriti? No. If you have good name, we always, when we meet someone strange, I say, what is your good name, please? What is your good name? So name has to be good. The good is Krishna is only good. Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Param Bhavan. You are Param pure. You are Supreme Brahma, you are Supreme pure. You are Supreme abode. The Krishna is all pure and all good. Therefore, Krishna's name to be given to the child. So therefore, when we call our children with those good names, then our Sukriti is created. We may not have any Sukriti, but by calling our children, there was a question that one the Prabhupada disciple asked, right? Maybe Jivananda Prabhu knows. One of the Prabhupada disciples asked, Srila Prabhupada, what we have done in our past life that we became Krishna devotee? Srila Prabhupada answered, you have nothing. Your Sukriti is created by me. That is called Ahaituki Kripa, causeless mercy. With causeless mercy, a great soul can create Sukriti in someone. And Srila Prabhupada has created so much Sukriti, and these hippies, and they all became happy. They all became the pure devotees. So this is how the power of name. And so, like that, so Ajamila, Grinan Putropacharitam, right? You have the Bhagavatam says, Grinan Putropacharitam, Yeah, Mriyamanu, thank you. Mriyamanu Harirnama Grinan Putropacharitam Ajamilopyagadhama Kim Puna Sraddhaya Grinan. Ajamilopi, it was never imagined, nobody could imagine that Ajamil can go also back to Godhead. My goodness, such a sinful man, Ajamil, and not doing any chanting of holy name in the beads here like this, like us. Simply in the deathbed, he called Narayan. And he was not calling for Supreme Personality of Godhead. He was calling to his son. My dear son, please don't come here. These people are very dangerous. Because you are already being captured by Yamadutas. My dear son, don't come here, please. These people are dangerous. This way he called Narayan. Ajamilopi agadhama. My goodness, how could Ajamil, by just saying Narayan, would go back to Godhead? Kim puna saddhaya grinan. And if we faithfully chant the holy name, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Is there any doubt that we will not go back to Godhead? Kim puna saddhaya grinan. This is the question. So there is no doubt. So therefore we have to learn to And I mean, of course, we are in the ocean of material world, like the ocean. If you have seen the ocean up there, like by Bombay or by Kanyakumari, you see how much water there. You can imagine that you, by swimming, however best swimmer you are, you can imagine that by swimming you will cross this ocean, the other side. So this is the ocean of material world, what's called Bhavam Buddhir. Bhavam Buddhi. Bhava means taking birth and dying, taking birth and dying. It goes on and on here, unlimited, therefore it's called ocean. You can't count how many times you have taken birth here. Therefore it's ocean. So many unlimited times we have taken birth, we have been dying. So this ocean of birth and death. That's a prayer from the Shikshastakam, right? My Lord, please pick me up from this ocean of death and put me as your atom dust at your lotus feet. So we need to learn how to swim here. Srila Prabhupada tells a story. Should I tell you? Yeah, we still have time. Srila Prabhupada tells a story that one young man comes back from foreign country after studying big degrees. And to get to his home back in India, he has to cross a river. And then the river has a boatman. And he hired the boat, and then as he goes, the captain is taking the boat other side. So he was just in his, in excellent mood. And we're going on, he said, "Oh, my dear gentleman, can you answer a question?" So he was feeling really bored being alone in that boat, a little canoe, So he said, "Can you answer a question? You know how many stars in the sky?" And something like that, So, "I don't know." "Sir, I don't know. I just know how to bring this boat this side and the other side. That's all I know." I said, "Man, your 25% of life is totally useless." Okay, never mind. Goes on. And he asked another question. "My dear sir, can you also answer me another question?" Whatever the question is, he's starting, on his own level. So boatman, he said, "Well, I don't know." And he said, "Man, your 50% of your life is totally useless. You don't know this answer?" And goes further, and then he asked another question, third question now. And he said the same thing. "Sir, I don't know. I simply know how to bring this man to the other side, that man to this side. That's all I know. That's why I live." I said, "My goodness, your 75% of your life is totally useless." By the time there was so great the dark clouds in the sky, and started lightning and thundering, and then it's going to be rain soon. The boatman says, "My dear sir, answer me a question. You know how to swim?" He said, No, I never learned." "My goodness, your 100% of your life is totally useless. See, now the cloud is coming, it's raining, my boat will be sinking. I can cross this river, but you will be doomed." Haribol. You must learn how to swim in your youth. Therefore, in Chaitanya Chandramrita shloka said, "Sansara sindhu tarane hridayam yadishyat." If you have ever thought of swimming over this sansara sindhu, the ocean of birth and death, sankirtanam ritarase ramate manaschit. If you ever delight in the movement, in the sankirtan movement, if you take pleasure in chanting the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Premam buddho viharane yadi chitta vrittis. If you have ever any tendency, to wander in the ocean of love Godhead, then please take the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Chandra Charane Sharanam Prayatu. Please take the shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the Lord. He is Bhavam Buddhir Vatsapadam Param Padam 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 Yad Vipadam Natesham. If you take the shelter, if you take shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Lord Gauranga, Sri Gopal, Sri Govinda, then this Bhavam Buddhi, the ocean of birth and death, will be counted as small little hole that is made by the little calf of the cow. You know, there is no great effort to cross this little ditch so easily. Bhavam buddhir vatsapadam param padam 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 yadvi padam natesham. So those who take shelter of Krishna, Sri Lord Chaitanya, there is no problem, there is no danger, there is no fear. Na vasudeva bhaktanam ashubham vidyate kvachit. There is no inauspiciousness to the devotees of Lord Krishna. Na krodho na chamaseryam na lobho na shubhamati. Bhavanti krita punyanam bhaktanam purushottame. So it is nice to be devotee of Krishna. It's nice to be devotee of Krishna. It is mentioned that once you become devotee of Krishna, you get rid of all krodha. Na krodho na chamasan. You have no enviousness. You have no enmity toward anyone. You have no krodha, no anger to anyone. Na krodho na chamasaram na lobo. You don't become greedy over anything. Na lobo na asubhamati. You don't have any bad feelings toward anyone. That is devotee. That is the quality of Krishna devotee. Are we aspiring for that? Na krodho na chamatsyaryam na lobo na shubhamati bhavanti krita punyanam bhaktanam purushottame. Because the devotees of Krishna has done so much heaps of punya, pious activities. Therefore, they have gotten rid of all these things. So, let's aspire for that. So these are the few words I had for today. And if there's any questions, please throw up on me. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Jivan.
Thanks for the wonderful class. It says here in Prabhupada's purport that according to the description of the child's horoscope, the child is given a name. Is this still happening to this day? Is that how we choose names for devotees?
It does happen. Yeah, it does happen. If they are very careful about it. Sometimes we are not careful about it. It's okay. Whatever name you give is fine. But if we really careful, okay, I want to do as it's supposed to be, then first of all we inform the priest, okay, this child was born such and such day, and today or yesterday or whatever the date. And then the priest or whoever knows that science will see what were the nakshatra on that day when the child was born. And then exactly which time and which quarter of that nakshatra was at that time when the child was born. And then each nakshatra has 4 quarters, each quarter is given a syllable. With that syllable, then you start the name. So this is what is the original, the way of doing. But here, we may approach a spiritual master or whoever, your well-wisher. My child was born such and such day, and they will just give you a name, and then go on with that. And then the name, birth name may be something different than the usual calling name. So it is practice. It was a practice in our case also, in our family it was done. The priest is informed when the child was born, and they calculate and give. And I also do that many times. Devotees call and tell, okay, this child was born, my child was born such and such day, please find out the name. So it's not a hard thing to do. Still possible. Nrsimha Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I was wondering, in the case of Duryodhana, Kamsa, and Ravana, the names must have been given at birth also, right? And if there were, what were the parents doing? They knew this child is clearly going to be a crazy person. So what were the measures made available to them to address the potential problems that the child would cause?
Thank you. Good question. So the earlier days, I mean, the elder ages, those days also name was given by seeing the quality of the person. So like a Duryodhan when he was born, Vidura informed Dhritarashtra that this is not very good. This is, all bad omens are coming. Your son will ruin your family. And somehow that name was given Duryodhan, even though Yudhishthira always called him Suyodhan because he never had an enmity to anyone. So he said, I see him as Suyodhan. Everyone else calls him Duryodhan, Dushashan, And in case of Ravana, because Ravana made everyone cry. Ravana, he said. Ravana means he makes everyone cry. Therefore his name is Ravana. And of course he's called Dashanana, Dasamukha, and so on, because he had 10 mouths, 10 heads, Dasashirsha, and so on. Depending on what kind of personality, that kind of name was given those days. And the practice of giving name, looking at the astrological situation, is maybe it was in the Kali Yuga, because we don't have children born and exhibiting their qualities immediately. It takes time. So some name has to be given.
So the question is, if they know it's going to be a bad person, how do they deal with that?
Bad person?
Yeah, like Duryodhan.
Repeat that question again, please.
Was the name given you said the name is given at birth, right?
Name is given?
At birth.
At birth, yes.
Yeah. So if a parent knows that the child is going to be like a demoniac, then...
Yeah, I mean, those who know their signs, they can also see that this child will not be so good. So they can name him that way. And like Hiranyakashipu, right? Kashyap Muni already told his wife that this conception was in wrong time. And then I can guarantee that this will be very good. They will be great Rakshasas, demons, And so there was no need of calculating anything, because simply by looking at the conception, he could see already that these will be the terrible demons. So, but if conception is done in right time, then they can see that what kind of quality the child will have. So based on that, they could see something, fitting name for the child. So those they can see, those are Paradarshi, like Garga Muni. Garga Muni came to name the child Krishna and Balaram. We already know them Krishna and Balaram, but until that time they were not known as Krishna and Balaram. And Yashoda Mai called him Kana, and then Kana called his brother Dao. It's not a name, it's just somehow to call. Dao means the elder brother, Kana means a little baby. So that's what Yashoda Mai was calling. And then I suppose to finish by 9 o'clock. So anyway, we'll talk another time. Thank you. Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.